Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Saurabh Dikshit. I am practicing laparoscopic surgeon from New Delhi and I welcome you to my channel. And today we are going to present a case of acute pancreatitis. So we are at Highland Medicare, at Highland Care Hospital, Palam, New Delhi. And today we have a patient of acute pancreatitis and my interns will be presenting the case. This is again a part of initiative that we have started where the clinical integration between the teachers and the students, and along with that we should do a bedside clinics for them. So this is a new way of rejuvenating the medical system of education. So I will introduce first my team, and can you introduce yourselves?
Sir, my name is Lalit Vijay.
And
I'm Manisha Sahu.
Myself, Nikesh.
okay, so they will be starting with the case, and we have our team. Bijender ji, he is my assistant, and Santosh ji, she's a nursing head of our hospital. So who will start with the case and who will give us the summary? Can you give us the summary of this patient?
This patient is male, 38 years, presented at OPD in Highland Care Multi-Specialist Hospital with acute abdominal pain. The patient works at DTC and lives in the Palam village. He is Hindu by religion. The patient history was taken on 28th of Jan and was admitted on the same day. The patient has a long-term history of alcohol consumption, and the consumption of alcohol per day is around 500 ml per day. The history of alcohol consumption is for around 15 years continuously, and on the admission the patient was stable. His vitals were all stable.
So can you give us? So this is how the history is started. He has given us he has given a personal history. He has given the history of habits. Now can you tell us about the present history, the present chief complaints which the patient gave us? Chief complaints.
The patient has acute onset abdominal pain. The pain is in epigastrium region, severe in intensity, radiating to back. No episodes of nausea or vomiting, loss of appetite. There are no signs of shock like hypotension or tachycardia related to it. No jaundice, which is icterus, no swelling over limbs or abdomen.
So one thing is very important, that whenever you describe pain, you have to describe some important things like site, onset, character, association, timing, radiation, aggravating factor, relieving factor, and any special characteristic. So these are some important things which you need to mention in this patient. You have already described that patient presented to us with epigastric pain which was radiating to back. What are the other chief complaints would you like to highlight, if there are any?
There are no specific signs as of.
Okay, so patient presented to us with abdominal pain and vomiting, and this patient is a patient who has a long-standing background of alcohol intake. Yes. So what could be the tentative diagnosis?
Acute pancreatitis, alcoholic.
Very good, very good. This is acute pancreatitis according to this. So now, Lalit, I will ask you to show us some examination and elaborate this case.
Yes, sir.
So, the first thing that you need to take is the patient's permission, and you should need to relax the patient abdomen. This is very important. So, you will ask the patient to keep the hands by the side. दोनों हाथ अपने साइड में रख के
आपका एग्जामिनेशन करेंगे, आपको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
So we have this taking permission is very important. So आप Bijender इसको expose करना patient. So now when we start with the examination, there are few important points. First is inspection. Yes, inspection is very important.
First, we are going to inspect the patient. As you can see, around the umbilicus there is no marking. If there is any discoloration, that is known as Cullen sign, and there is negative Cullen sign.
So this is very important. This is very important. I would like to tell you that whenever you see a patient of acute pancreatitis, the inspection part itself is speaking for the condition. Many a times there is lot of damage to the subcutaneous fat, which is known as saponification of fat, and also because of coagulopathy there is hemoperitoneum. Because of hemoperitoneum, the patient will have lot many skin changes in the abdomen. It could be the skin changes over this region. Yes, what is that known as? Hemoperitoneum. Very good. He has already told about Cullen sign. Vijay, Lalit, can you show us if it is, where could you find the discoloration around the flanks, and if it is, what it is? Where will you see for the flanks? Yes.
एक बार ऐसे कीजिए.
Yes, very good.
यहाँ पे
So can you show here?
There is no discoloration.
So that means, what is this sign known as?
This sign is known as
Grey Turner. Very good, very good. What else should you examine? Should you examine the inguinal region of this patient?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
What is the thing that you will look in that inguinal region for?
Sir, discoloration.
Again, very good. What is that known as?
That is known as Fox sign.
So is there any discoloration in this umbilical, in this inguinal region? Can you see? There is no discoloration on both the sides. On both the sides there is no discoloration. What else will you like to show us?
Sir, I would like to palpate.
Okay, so you would like to palpate. One very important thing, whenever you go for inspection, you will see for some general signs like if there is any scar, if there is any site of cutaneous infection. What is the importance of scar? Because patient might have undergone some surgery.
Yes, sir.
So it could be post-operative adhesions related, some acute abdomen. So these are very important things. So can you show us what you are going to do in palpation? The first thing that you should, let me tell you, the first thing that you should always check when you go for palpation is the temperature. You should, with the dorsum, you should always appreciate the local temperature, whether it is elevated or no. Because a patient who is having acute inflammation will have some level of inflammatory signs and the local temperature will always be elevated. So is there any elevation?
Yes, sir. Slightly raised temperature.
Okay, so how are you comparing it with the normal part of the body? So you should you should check the normal temperature first and then you should experience it. What else? Now you will go for palpation. Palpation is of two types. One is the superficial palpation, one is the deep. Can you show us the palpation part?
Sir, on superficial palpation.
I will just try to correct you in this. Let me tell you. When we talk about superficial palpation, you don't have to press the abdomen. Gently, with the pulp of the fingers, you have to rotate your hand. And if there is any, you will always look at the patient's face for any sign of what? Wincing. If the patient is having that discomfort, this is what is superficial palpation all about. It should be comfortable and gentle. Now then you will start with the what? Deep palpation. Yes? Deep palpation needs to be followed by the inspiratory movements of the patient. You should follow the inspiratory movements. Yes? Comfortably go in, let the patient take one complete breath. Why? Because the abdominal viscera will show some movement along with this. Yes or no? So this will do a 4-quadrant examination. Yes? Can you feel a pain? Yes. Can you see the patient's face?
Yes.
Just see. There is pain. There is pain. Patient is wincing. Now, what is very important thing that you will look here? I will not do a very deep palpation because patient is in pain. So there is epigastric pain. Now, can you people show me or tell me what is the important thing that you will look for here for?
Mass.
Very good. So Lalit, can you demonstrate? Is there any mass? Can you feel any mass?
Sir, I can't feel any mass.
Now, in the epigastrium, you will again try to appreciate for the mass. Yes?
Okay, sir.
Because this is pancreatitis. What kind of mass could it be? What kind of mass it could be?
Head of
Head.
Head of pancreatic mass. Head of pancreatic mass. Just now I'll explain this concept beautifully to you. Whenever you have a patient of acute pancreatitis, the mass is, yes, you're right that it could be a head of pancreatic mass, but in majority of the cases it is not so. It is the cystic accumulation of the what? Pancreatic juice,
Yes.
along with necrosum or without necrosum.
Yes, sir.
And yes, this is what is the concept of pseudocyst. Let me tell you, according to Atlanta's classification, the complication of pancreatitis can be of two grades. One is the systemic and one is the local. What could be the local complication? The pancreatic duct in acute pancreatitis might rupture. When it ruptures, there will be collection. And this is what is known as acute pancreatic fluid collection. That is what is known as APFC. Now, along with this juice, if the pancreatic tissue gets necrosed, so this is the juice mixed with necrosum. That is what is known as APNC. Acute pancreatic what collection? Necrotic collection. Very good. And when you give some time, at least 4 to 6 weeks time, the granulation tissue forms around like a cocoon. So this is not a true epithelial cyst, it's a granulation line cyst. And what is this known as? Pseudocyst. Very good. So there is a difference between APFC and pseudocyst. You cannot call it pseudocyst until and unless this patient has a history of more than 4 weeks of Yes, pancreatitis. If APFC gets converted into a cyst, it is pseudocyst. If APNC can you tell me what could it be? APNC? It is known as vault of necrosis. This is known as VON. So VON is vault of necrosis. Now, let us leave it apart. I will come to a very basic question. How you will diagnose this? आप इसे cover करेंगे. Now, since the patient is in acute state, we're not going to trouble patient a lot. I would ask you to tell me how will you diagnose this?
Biochemical profile.
Yes, biochemical profile is very important. So, we will give some rest to the patient. I will just brief you about the case. In the part 2, we will show you the clinical discussion, on-table discussion of this patient. And you have to follow us for the part 2 also. But let me tell you, can you see something? What treatment is going on? We are going for the supportive care of this treatment. The patient is on parenteral nutrition. Let me tell you the concept of nutrition. Let me tell you the concept of nutrition. The concept of nutrition is, there is an argument whether should we go for enteral, whether should we go for parenteral. There is an age-old theory that if you give any patient anything by oral route, the pancreatic juice is required to what? Assimilate that, and that is where the pancreas are stressed upon. Already inflamed pancreas, more stress. This is going to worsen the state of pancreatitis, and that is why we follow the concept of pancreatic rest. That is, we go for NPO status by oral route, and we give everything by parenteral route. Now there is an argument to this. If this case is a case of mild pancreatitis, you can allow early, you can say enteral feed maybe after 6 to 12 hours. But this patient had not been able to eat anything for last 3-4 days. We have to support nutrition, because if nutrition is not supported, this inflammatory vicious cycle which has started now will keep on continuing, and this patient will deteriorate. So we will now discuss on table about this patient and the management. Thank you for watching. Keep connected for the second part. I am very thankful to all of you for joining this case, and we will be making more such videos for the students.